Well, with our temps rising outside, many people are just itching to jump into the pool.
The YMCA Aquatics Director Britt Selbo and Dave Klun with the Fargo Parks District are going to tell us how to keep our family safe as we hit the pools this summer. Both of you, welcome to the show, and everyone's getting just jazzed to get out there with the warm weather. So let's maybe start with the importance of swimming lessons.
Swimming lessons are great. Starting from a young age, you're getting kids comfortable in the pool, but also learning to respect the water and learning their limitations and their abilities. And then really teaching them to help themselves, back floating right off the bat, being able to get back to a wall by themselves, that sort of thing. And then you can get into the strokes and competitive swimming if you want to.
And I think one of the big things, Dave, I know we talked about this many times before, but it's important for the parents to know those strengths of their kids and always keep an eye on them too.
Absolutely. I really encourage parents to know their children's strengths and weaknesses, and if their kid isn't a real good swimmer, I strongly encourage a Coast Guard approved life jacket for their own safety. And then also just understanding that those parents are the primary person responsible for those children. We do have lifeguards at all of our pools, but they're more of a secondary because they're watching a zone that could have 200 to 300 people in it at a time. And they're not going to be the primary person responsible for that area.
So any suggestions on where to find swimming lessons at, or how can you go about finding those for your kids?
There are pools all over our community that teach them. Park District, I work at Family Wellness as well, the YMCA, but MSUM, Concordia, Dilworth, Veterans Pool, Ellie Berger, NDSU I think might be doing them this summer as well. So there are a lot of options all over our community to get swimming lessons.
And you can learn so much from it too. And one of the things that I just learned was the rule of throw, don't go. So let's explain what that method is.
We teach our kids in our swimming lessons that if you're swimming by yourself without an adult, which you shouldn't do, if you're with another friend and the friend gets in trouble, you don't want to jump in after them. Both of you might go underwater. So we teach them to throw something or reach for them from the edge. Don't go in the water with them. So we'll have them reach with their arm, reach with their leg, and if they aren't long enough, then use a noodle, use a towel, use something around you, basically to help the kids so that you're not getting in trouble as well.
Yeah.
What's the most common, I don't want to use the word mistake, but the most common thing you see that you go, don't be doing that, but you should be doing this?
Obviously running on the deck. We see tons of kids, they get so excited if they're at one of our recreational pools to get to that water slide as soon as possible, or they see the big bucket at our Davies pool getting ready to tip over when the bell's ringing. So I would say running is probably the number one thing that my lifeguards are probably constantly whistling kids to stop doing.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is parents, if they're on the pool deck, can get distracted by their phones or a book or a newspaper, something like that. It's really important for parents to really be supervising their kids. It happens really fast. A drowning isn't a big splash, and it happens really silently, really quickly. Somebody just goes a little bit too deep underwater in a shallow pool, and they can be in trouble. So it's important for parents to really keep focused on watching them.
That's good stuff. And this Friday, you guys have a big event going on where everyone can learn. And
we do.
Yeah.
It's our first annual, what we're calling Pool Safety Day. And we've got 11 area pools in the Fargo-Moorhead area that are involved. And from 10 to 11:30, we're just going to invite people out to talk about basic safety, general guidelines for pools, and what else do we have on our?
It's life jackets, throw, don't go. We're doing swim tests for all the kids. Each pool is different, so some pool might be deeper, some might be shallower, some have diving boards, some have climbing walls, that sort of thing. So every pool has a different swim test, so they'll be doing that. But it's really nice that 11 pools in our community got involved. Everybody's opening their doors for free. Everybody's kind of doing the same thing, but what works for their pool, and it's West Fargo all the way to Dilworth. Everybody's involved, which is great. It's really nice that everybody thinks it's important. So.
And one of the things that I love too is this year, for Fargo pools at least, the water slide's included with your admission.
Very excited about that. Very excited.
I'm excited.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yep.
So, but that's another reason why you want to make sure your kids are tested. You want to make sure they're wearing their life jackets, because now they're going to be excited to utilize more of the equipment too.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Very exciting.
So a couple important things to note. Friday's supposed to be like 89, no clouds. So the time to get on this big open swim day is, what is it though, 10 to 11:30?
It's 10 to 11:30. Veterans Pool, all the Fargo Park District pools, the YMCA, Family Wellness, MSUM, Concordia, and the Dilworth Pool. So lots of people
I have
involved.
a feeling you might see somebody there on
Yeah.
Friday.
I'll be the demonstrator of
There you go.
pull me in. I'll be the girl floating around
Yeah.
trying to get a tan.
Yeah.
Great stuff, you guys. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
stick around. We'll be wrapping things up right after this.